What is foot and mouth disease? Foot and mouth disease, sometimes called hoof and mouth diseases, is a highly contagious acute disease of all cloven-footed animals. This is caused by aptovirus. This is characterized by fever and vesicular eruption in the mouth and on the feet. Characteristic of disease, this appears to be a round particle with a smooth surface and a diameter of about 25 nanometer. The genome is a single-stranded RNA-positive molecule 8,400 nucleotide long and is surrounded by a icosahedral protein capsid.
Virus classification and rank: virus, realm, Riboviria kingdom, Orthornavera, phylum, Pisovericota, class, Pisoniveracetes, order, Picornaveralis, family, Picornaviridae, genus, Aptovirus, species, foot and mouth disease virus. Pathogenesis, inhalation or ingestion from infected animals and their products, replication in the epithelium of the upper respiratory tract or alimentary cord. Vesicles are formed in 1 to 4 days in the lips or oral mucosa, followed by viremia and pyrrhia. Secondary vesicles are formed 2 days later. Hydropic degeneration, balloon degeneration, followed by necrosis. In young animals, the virus tends to localize in the myocardium, leading to sudden death.
Prevention and control. Keep everything clean. Materials like mud or beading on clothes, goods, equipment, or vehicles can carry the virus from farm to farm or between different groups of livestock on the farm. Don't wear work clothes to sales or shows. Wear clean protective clothing and footwear for use solely on your own farm. Always do frequent hand washing, especially after changing diapers. Do not share cups or eating utensils. Keep hands away from the eyes, nose, or mouth. Regularly disinfecting toys and surface.
This can be controlled by quarantines and movement restrictions, euthanasia of affected and in-contact animals, and cleansing and disinfection of affected premises, equipments, and vehicles. Rodents and other vectors may be killed to prevent them from mechanically disseminating this virus. Good biosecurity measures should be practiced on uninfected farms to prevent entry of this virus. Infected carcasses must be disposed of safely by incineration, rendering, burial, or other techniques. Milk from infected cows can be inactivated by heating to 100 degrees Celsius or 212 Fahrenheit for more than 20 minutes. Slurry can be heated to 67 degrees Celsius or 153 Fahrenheit for 3 minutes.
Economical impact. Foot and mouth disease, FMD, is a severe, highly contagious viral disease of livestock that has a significant economic impact. The disease affects cattle, swine, sheep, goats, and other cloven-hoofed ruminants. It is a transboundary animals disease, or TAD, that deeply affect the production of livestock and disrupting regional and international trade in animals and animal products. The global impact of foot and mouth disease, or FMD, is a colossal due to the huge number of animals affected. This impact can be separated into 2 components. First, direct losses due to reduced production and changes in herd structure. And number 2, indirect losses caused by cost of FMD control, poor access to markets, and limited use of improved production technologies.
Foot and mouth diseases production losses have a big impact on the world's poorest, where more people are directly dependent on livestock. FMD reduces herd fertility, leading to these efficient herd structures and discourage the use of FMD susceptible high productivity breeds. Overall, the direct losses limit livestock productivity, affected food security. In countries with ongoing control programs, FMD control and management creates large costs. These control programs are often difficult to discontinue due to risk of new FMD incursion. The presence of even threat of FMD prevents access to lucrative international markets. In FMD-free countries, outbreaks occur periodically and the cost involved in regaining free status have been enormous. Foot and mouth disease or FMD is one of the most economically important animal diseases as it spreads rapidly and the losses of production and trade can be substantial.
Being common mosaic virus, the characteristics of being common mosaic virus or BCMV is a member of the genus Potivirus and one of the numerous viruses that can affect Bacillus vulgaris. This is a serious threat of bean cultivation worldwide since this is a seed transmission at a high very frequency. This can be a problem when aphids are present and susceptible varieties are grown near infected plants in the field or nearby field. The classification, transmission, aphids, whitefly, seed-borne, mechanical. The pathogenesis of BCMV causes a systematic mosaic or darkening necrosis in susceptible plants infected by the virus. Symptoms are a green to bluish-green, molted, or mosaic pattern on leaves, which usually exhibit a downward curling or cupping. This mosaic symptom is often associated with and follows the network of leaf veins, which becomes slightly darker than the area between the veins.
These symptoms are most easily observed by shading the leaf from direct sunlight. Severe early infections greatly reduces plant vigor and productivity. The increases seed transmission. The black rot reaction is a systemic necrosis symptom that occurs in varieties which a specific gene for resistance to BCMV. Varieties with this gene are resistant to all strains of BCMV under most conditions.
However, when plants growing at high temperature are infected with BCMV, the hypersensitive black rot reaction develops. The systemic necrosis begins with a slight wilting of young leaflets at any stage of plant growth, followed by a browning or blackening of the vascular tissues, and eventually plant death.
Discoloration of the water-conducting tissue is observed by making a cross-sectional cut through stems and pods. Yield losses from BCMV are more severe when infection occurs early in the growing season and may approach 80%.
Prevention and control being common mosaic disease can be effectively controlled through the planting of certified seed-free seeds such seed certified by the California Crop Improvement Association or CCIA, or resistant varieties that contain the one gene or other being common mosaic virus resistance genes. Aphid control is vital to control of bean mosaic virus. Check the underside of the leaves for aphids and if found, treat immediately with an insecticidal soap or neem oil. Possible control measures for BCMV include planting healthy seed, improving cultural practices, controlling the vector and host plant resistance. Economically impact of bean common mosaic virus or BCMV is one of the most widespread and economically important seed and ape transmitted viruses. This is the most widespread viral disease. It causes some of the most economically important diseases of legume crops around the world. Plant infections may reach 100% in fields and yield losses range from 6 to 98% depending upon the cultivar and time of infection. It is economically important throughout Africa, Europe, North America, and Latin America.